Hello, everyone. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I want to make another video about this guitar that, as I mentioned in my previous video, I bought no name, no brand. It's factory and pretty much sold as is for repair. When I saw the photos, I noticed a few things that I liked. Uh, the slotted head, this design here. You don't often see, well, you do see a lot of this on the better guitars. On the lesser quality guitars, you don't often see designs like this, a slotted head stock. I did finally put some strings on it, and the tuning machines were loose. I tightened them up as best as I could. I'm going to replace these, but I put these on so I could string it and see how it sounds and take a look at the action and give me an idea of what I'm dealing with. I tuned it, and of course it's not holding pitch. By the time I'm done, I start on this string, and by the time I'm done tuning this one and I go back and check the pitch on E2, I believe it's already out of pitch. Some of the strings hold pitch very, very close, within a few cents, and others like E4 goes down. Once it's at pitch, it goes down at minus 20. So this tuning machine right here, the warming gear here are obviously really bad. I eyeballed down the neck, and I couldn't see any obvious twists. So I went ahead and put a straight edge from here, without the strings, without the saddle, and I rested my straight edge on top of the wood here of the bridge, and resting on this fret and butted to the nut. Then I used a measurement tool, a digital caliper, and I measured the space in between the top of this fret. I mean the wood and the bottom of my straight edge. So in other words, just to make a visual, and this isn't the straight edge that I use. This is a short one, just for visual, just to give you an idea. I used a 4-foot straight edge all the way, it extended. But anyway, what I did was I was able to set one end of the straight edge on the bare wood of the saddle, and another end on this fret right here. And then I measured the distance between the bottom of my straight edge and the top of the wood right there. And I'm not a luthier. I'm not an expert in anything having to do with guitars or acoustics. I'm just trying to learn to teach myself to repair and customize guitars with the hope of improving them from their previous state. So anyway, getting back to the measurements, I had a difference of 0.42 from here to this side. That's not very much, but there is a slight difference there. Less than a millimeter, but when we're talking acoustics and fine instruments like a guitar, a millimeter will affect the acoustic quality from what I've researched. Now keep in mind, everything I mention is just what I research, what I hear on the internet or read. All I have is other people's opinions and the opinions of those who claim to be experts. So then I went ahead and I took some of this level and I rested it right there. And I don't know if it'll be visible in the video, but pay close attention to the distance between, see how the bubble goes past a little bit right there? All right, so when I rested the level on this side without the strings, let me see if we can perceive it. You see that? Look. Right there.
Moments magical with the gold bunny from Lint.
It's just about centered perfectly. Well,
it was time for us to change things.
Look at that. It's leaning too much this way. And if I put it over here, see that? So in my opinion, I don't believe that there's any twist to the neck, but rather the sound
watch this.
Motherfuckers. But rather I believe the top is warped for some reason. Probably the tension of the strings left at pitch for too long, or just the years and the stress of the strings caused some warping here. So I'm not quite sure what to do there, but I'm thinking I might remove the strings, cut little braces that I can wedge in there to raise it until it matches a straight edge from edge to edge. I don't really know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm learning here, so if anybody has any ideas, please help me out. So let me run you through what I plan to do with this guitar. That way you guys can help me out with suggestions as far as how to go about it, the tools I might need. I ordered some tools. I'm waiting for them to arrive. And I'm buying everything from Amazon. I want to keep it as cheap as I can. And I don't believe that too many tools are even necessary. But these are just my ideas. So anyway, I'm going to remove the bridge, sand it entirely, keep it natural, and French polish the saddle. French polish the bridge, remove the saddle, which is plastic, and make me one out of bone. Clean the fretboard, clean and polish everything here on the fretboard. Remove this plastic nut and make myself my own out of bone. I'm going to replace the tuning machines for some quality ones, hopefully a Lessie or something comparable. And like I said, or I haven't mentioned it, but I'm going to remove the nitrocellulose lacquer that is on this guitar top. On everything. And I'm going to learn to French polish on this guitar. I paid $50 for this guitar, including the case, because it was broken. I bought it on Craigslist. And I suspect the top could be solid. And if it is, then I really made out here, because I believe a solid top guitar has better acoustic qualities And it'll definitely help me out with the sanding and the French polishing, because in case this guitar has a plywood top, then I don't know if I'll be able to sand and remove this varnish without destroying the top layer and revealing the the layers of plywood underneath. But I ordered a few tools, a lighted mirror, and some things that I'm going to use to verify if the top is solid. And if it is, then I think I really made out. The back isn't the two-piece because I can see from the sound hole. So this is just drawn out. And I honestly can't tell if the back is solid wood or plywood. I'm having trouble identifying the inside. Later, when I take the strings off and I make a video, my next video is going to be of the tools that I ordered and show you what I plan to do with them. And hopefully you can suggest how I could go about removing the nitrocellulose. My idea is just to sand it off. I don't want to use anything chemical. I don't want to damage anything. And I plan to take my time and do the most patient and delicate job that I can with this instrument. In essence, I believe that a cheap guitar like this can be transformed into a much better acoustic quality instrument. One, by removing this lacquer and giving it a French polish, which I think will allow it to breathe. Two, the bone saddle, which only from other people's opinions, they assure that the bone saddle has a better sonic quality than the plastic. And the same thing with the nut. And also the same with the tuning machines. Yeah. I'll thank you for your patience and time. Excuse my ignorance. Like I said, I'm not a luthier. I don't pretend to be one. I just want to learn how to fix guitars, improve them, and enjoy that. Thank you, and till the next video.